Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk. Back in the video today, and the Houston Astros lose on opening day to the Chicago White Sox 3-2. This one really stinks as an Astros fan because it's opening day. How about this for starters? You're defending champions. You're on the big stage on ESPN. First game since you won the World Series. You're here for your showcase. Not only that, but the biggest thing I was so upset about is we had a 10-game opening day winning streak up until this matchup, trying to hit 11, and the Astros, we all know, did not show up today. Valdez struggled a little bit, was pretty decent throughout his start, but besides that, Valdez was a little bit iffy tonight. The Astros got outplayed, and in my honest opinion, the Astros, with the way they played, they kind of deserve this loss. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to always want the Astros to win, but the way they played, there was just no way they were going to get a win. You didn't feel the energy from their hitting tonight yet. I mean, until one of the final bats, when Yordan just crushes one to right center, 442 feet, an absolute bomb. It's only right on that Yordan hits a home run on opening day. But until then, there was just no energy for the Astros. I mean, going into the seventh inning, we only had one hit. Jeremy Pena hit a single in the first at-bat of the game. And then seventh, eighth inning, the Astros still don't have any hits. So for the bats tonight, it was a real struggle. And I'll get into some of this stuff. And yeah. Astros lose this one 3-10. 3-10 is the score, of course. 11 hits for the White Sox, 4 for the Astros. That's what I'm talking about. The White Sox were hitting the ball really well in this game. The Astros weren't. There was a stretch in the seventh inning. The Astros got some base hits. The White Sox throw a wild pitch. Astros get on the board first. And that was the only, momentum until Yordan's home run that the Astros had in this game. So their momentum wasn't until the seventh or the ninth inning where they only scored their 2 runs. So, and 2 errors in this ballgame for the Astros, which was not good as well. So, and 0 for the White Sox. The win goes to former Astro Kendall Graveman. That even stinks even more. His outing, he came in the 8th inning, and that is when then the game was tied. So I'm sure that's why he gets the win. But the trade continues to hurt us. Graveman gets the win. He is 1-0. Presley gets the loss. He's 0-1. Presley played in the 9th, 1 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout. He gave up that base hit to Andrew Vaughn. That would get 2 earned runs on the double, and then 1 walk as well. The save goes to Lopez for the White Sox. 1 innings pitch, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Let's get in the scoring summary. Yordan Alverez in the 7th inning scores on a bummer wild pitch. Tucker to second, Jose Abreu to third. Jake Myers was on base. Jake Myers was on base when the wild pitch happened. Then in the 8th, this is where in the 8th and 9th inning, this is where things kind of go down spiral for the Astros. Take the 1-0 lead after 7 innings of scoreless baseball between the 2 squads. And then Yasma Grandal hits a home run to right center, 401 feet, and it's 1-1. Now, it's kind of feeling like the Astros could be going to extra innings here. If Ryan Presley can do what he usually does in the 9th, it's looking pretty good that we might be going to extra innings. A couple base hits, and then Andrew Vaughn double to center, 2 score, Robert Jr. and Anderson, and it's 3-1. And the worst part about this is that you got Bregman, Alverez, and Abreu up, and Yordan Alvarez comes on the base with down 2 runs and no one on base. That's the worst situation, because if there's anybody on this roster that you want hitting the ball down 2 is Yordan Alvarez, but you need someone on base. Alex Bregman, it sucked that he couldn't get on base before Yordan, because if Breggy gets on base, this game's tied. It's going to extra innings. But I mean, because you can trust Yordan with anything, he'll kill that ball. But it was too bad that Yordan wasn't on base when the homer happened. But then Abreu, he struck out. Yeah, he struck out or grounded out. And then next, Tucker walked, and then Yainer Diaz struck out, and that was it for the Astros. Let's get into the hitters for the Astros. Not that great of a night, only 4 hits, but we'll go over everybody. Pena was 1 for 4. He singled to center in the first inning, and then he was 0 for 3. First hit of the game, the Astros didn't see another one till the 7th inning. And he was 0 for 3 after that with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Breggy on his birthday, not the best birthday for Bregman. 0 for 4, struck out, flied out, struck out, grounded out. I'm sure he had a decent birthday besides this, but besides that, not that great of a performance by Bregman. It had some decent defensive plays, but besides that was it. Yordan, besides his home run, he was hit by pitch in the 7th inning. That's how he scored a run. So he scored both runs for the Astros today on the home run and on the wild pitch. He scored both runs for the Astros with getting hit by pitch in the 7th and a home run to right center, 442 feet in the 9th inning, and then struck out swinging twice in the 1st and 4th inning. And then Jose Abreu in his first game as an Astro in the 7th inning, he singled to left to get Alverez to second. That was that kind of 7th inning rally that the Astros were starting to make a push for. Only scored 1 run when the bases were loaded because Tucker in the 7th, he gets on with a walk. The bases are loaded in the 7th, and so things are looking good. And the Astros, with the bases loaded with Abreu, Alverez, and Tucker on, only scored 1. Tucker also with 2 walks today, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 9th. That was it for him. Then he lined and struck out for the Astros today. And then Yainer Diaz in his first game as a starter for the Astros this season. Oh yeah, I think he started a couple for the Astros last year. But this role is way different than it was last year. Last year he was a rookie making his debut. Trying to get by. This year he's the backup catcher. This is his time. But tonight, not that great. Struck out swinging on the last pitch of the game. Was 0 for 4 with a flyout, a lineout, and 2 other strikeout swingings. So 0 for 4 for Yainer Diaz, not the best day for him. Jake Myers, 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a fly. Oh, he killed this ball in the 5th inning. It was this fly out by Jake Myers. It was nearly out of the ballpark. Could have changed his ball game. So could have Martin Maldonado's ball that we'll talk about in a minute. Jake Meyer and Martin Maldonado both had 2 nearly balls that were almost nearly a home run and would have changed this ball game. Jake Meyer's 5th inning flyout was a well hit ball. And would have been great for the Astros, but couldn't get out of the ballpark. Great catch by Luis Robert. Then getting to Martin Maldonado, he had an amazing shot in the 8th inning because Martin is not a fast guy, it was only a single. Off the wall, on the Crawford boxes, maybe a couple inches, if not inches, maybe at the most a feet away from getting out of the ballpark. Martin Maldonado, a single to the left. Ball would have went out. Could have went out. But the thing that was the worst part about it for the Astros is since Maldonado's not fast, it was only a single to left. But he did crush that ball for the Astros today. Mauricio Dubon, besides that, Maldonado was 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a flyout. Mauricio Dubon, he was 0 for 3. He grounded out 3 times, 1 to second, 1 to shortstop, and 1 into a double play. That was where Maldonado hit that ball to left. Pitching, besides Valdez getting the start, you had 4 other pitchers. Valdez in his 5 innings, 6 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 strikeouts, 4 walks. Sorry, not to get that. I got that flipped. 0 walks, 4 strikeouts. So besides his, he didn't give him any earned runs. He didn't give any walks. His strikeouts were a little low at 4. My problem is the hits for him. He gave up 6 hits, but pretty decent outing for him. Not the best, but okay. And then the 6th inning, his reliever is Brian Abreu, who goes the 6th inning and 1 strikeout, no earned runs, no hits. And then Hector Neris pitches the 7th inning. He gives up 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, 0 earned runs. And then Monterio pitches the 8th inning, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. Then Ryan Presley closes out the 9th, 1 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. So Presley, not the best outing for the Astros today. As normal things we expect him to take care of, he couldn't really do that tonight. Tough loss on opening day for the Astros. Bregman's birthday, can't get the win. Opening day, 10-game winning streak, can't get the win. Jose Abreu's first game against the White Sox, can't get the win. But this is a long series. I think the Astros are going to come back strong tomorrow. I think there's a certain reason because I'm going to be there tomorrow. So maybe if they win tomorrow, maybe I'm the reason they win. But I'm just kidding, guys. But I'm excited to go to tomorrow's game, the ring ceremony. But besides that, not the best outing by these guys tonight. Hopefully they can bring it on for me tomorrow night at Minute Maid. Tough loss to the Astros. You guys have any thoughts on today's game? Peace out.